Hey guys, today we're going to learn how to tape our rifles. First, we need some black electrical tape, some white electrical tape, some scissors, and a screwdriver. Now, your rifle should already come with some strapping tape on it, but I don't have any, so if you want to redo your strapping tape, it's pretty simple. Now, we're going to start by removing all of the hardware off of the rifle, like I am doing here. Once we finish that, we're going to take our strap and we're going to take some black tape and we're just going to cover up the silver bolts that are on this tape. This is very important because they can hurt you and they will destroy your rifle. Now let's talk about the anatomy of a rifle. First we have the butt, then we have the barrel, then we have the nose, then we have the bolt, and lastly we have the strap. Now, whenever I tape my rifle, I like to take some disinfectant wipes and just gently rub off the dirt that accumulates on it over time. Be careful not to rub too hard or you will rub off the paint. Of course, make sure your rifle is completely dry after doing that or else the tape won't stick. So now we're going to take our white tape and we're going to take the tip of the rifle and we're going to pull it across horizontally, making a line across the tip. Once we complete doing that, we're going to do the same thing but going the opposite way now. And then finally, we're going to go diagonally across, covering up those negative spaces. And there you have it, a nicely taped tip. After we're done doing that, we're just going to take the tape and we're going to go around the tip. I usually say that maybe 3 fingers length down the tip of the rifle is fine, but I have some nastiness on the tip of my rifle, so I just go further down. Next, we're going to move on to the butt of the rifle. So we're going to take our tape and we're going to go lengthwise down the butt of the rifle 3 times. When we're doing the outer edges, just allow it to overlap a little bit towards the outer facing of the rifle. It'll help you later on, trust me. With the middle one, just make sure that that one is just right smack dab in the middle. And now you have a very nice taped butt. Now we're going to take the tape and we're going to wrap it around. Once again, 3 or 4 fingers length is fine. Now we're going to move on to the bolt area. This part is pretty simple. You want to start on the barrel, maybe about 2 fingers out, and then wrap it all the way around to the underneath part of the bolt. And then you want to keep just going around all the way through the neck. Next, we're going to tape the middle of the barrel. So this part's pretty simple as well. All you're going to do is wrap the tape around. I usually go about 4 or 5 finger lengthwise here. Now we're just going to screw the bolt back onto the rifle. Next, you want to use a piece of tape, it doesn't matter which color, to just measure over the top of the bolt where the screw is. Then you want to cut it very carefully, making sure that it's perfect. And then you want to just put it aside. This will make sense later. Next, you're going to take white electrical tape and you're just going to go around the bolt, right where the screw is. This prevents the rifle bolt from breaking or the screw breaking inside of the bolt. It's a very important step and I highly recommend that you do not skip it. Once you have both screws taped down, you're going to take that piece of tape that you cut earlier and you're going to take it and you're going to measure a piece of black electrical tape and you're going to cut it perfectly and then you're going to put it over the white tape on the bolt. Now this does take some finessing, so you might have to cut a bunch of black electrical tape to cover up all the white on the bolt. Just be patient with it and try to make it as clean as possible. Next, we're going to put the strap back on the rifle. Make sure that the King logo is facing out away from the rifle. Don't put it on backwards. An easy way to find the hole that the screw goes in is I take my thumb and press it hard against the tape, and then I find it. And then once I do that, I put the screw in the hardware, and this kind of use my hands to screw it back into the rifle. And once it's in there a little bit, I just kind of start screwing it in. Do that to the barrel side and the butt side of the rifle. Once you're done doing that, you're going to tape your hardware. This is another important step that a lot of people skip. It's very important to protect yourself from those metal pieces. If that hits you in the head, it can cut you. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your white tape and you're gonna tape down all of the metal parts. Just like this. You're gonna repeat that process for both sides of the hardware. Once you completed that, your rifle is done. Make sure you put your name on it, please.